Sometimes equations will have more than one variable in them, and it can be helpful to solve for one of the variables in terms of the others. In these cases, we can just apply all of the techniques we already know and keep in mind that variables are just placeholders for numbers, so whatever we can do with numbers also works for variables. Say we have the equation 4x plus 12y equals 16. Let's solve for x in terms of y. First, we can subtract 12y from both sides of the equation, so we have 4x equals 16 minus 12y, since the plus and minus 12y's will cancel on the left side. Now we can divide both sides by 4 to get x equals 16 minus 12y over 4. Using the distributive property, this is just x equals 16 over 4 minus 12y over 4. If we simplify these fractions, we get x equals 4 minus 3y. And now we've solved for x in terms of y. We can also solve the same equation for y in terms of x instead. Let's start with 4x plus 12y equals 16. Now we subtract 4x from both sides, so 12y equals 16 minus 4x, and then we can divide both sides by 12. Y equals 16 minus 4x over 12. Again, using the distributive property, this turns into y equals 16 over 12 minus 4x over 12. Simplifying these fractions, we have y equals 4/3 minus x over 3. And now we've solved this equation for y in terms of x. When using a formula, solving the formula for a specific variable can be very useful. Suppose we know that a certain triangle has a base of 3 and an area of 18. And we want to find its height. We know the formula for an area of a triangle is A equals 1/2 B times H, where A is the area, B is the base, and H is the height. Unfortunately, this formula is solved in terms of A, which we already know, instead of H, which is what we want to find. So let's solve this formula in terms of H instead. If we multiply both sides by 2, we have 2a equals bh. Now, if we divide both sides by b, we get 2a over b equals h, or h equals 2a over b. Now that the formula is in the form that we want it, we can just plug in our values for a and b. A is equal to 18, and b is equal to 3. So h is equal to 2 times 18 over 3. This is just 36 over 3, which equals 12. So the height of the triangle must be 12. A weighted average is a set of numbers, of a set of numbers, is a way of averaging them, but making some numbers more important than others. To do this, we assign a weight to each number in the set. Say our set is 1, 3, and 5. If we wanted to take the average normally of these numbers, we would add them up, 1 plus 3 plus 5, and divide by the total number, 3. This is equal to 9 over 3, which equals 3. However, say we wanted to give the number 1 4 times as much weight as the numbers 3 and 5. Then we can give 1 a weight of 4, 3 a weight of 1, and 5 a weight of 1. Now to take the weighted average, we want to multiply each number by its weight and then add them up and divide by the total weight. So we have 4 times 1, 1 times 3, and 1 times 5. Now we add these up, then divide by the total weight, which is the sum of the individual weights, 4 plus 1 plus 1. So this is 4 plus 3 plus 5 divided by 6, which is equal to 12 over 6, which is equal to 2. Notice how giving extra weight to the smaller number made the overall average smaller.